Good evening, lads and lassies, and welcome back to another live stream. This is kind of an impromptu one, actually. Let me just get things open. All right. Good to see everybody here today. I see the regular faces and a few that I haven't seen in a little while, so I hope you're all doing really, really well. Fallhammer, my buddy, Gregory Lawler, Jarl Webbard, Vinduskarm. Who else have we got here? Surf is here. Skeptic Dank, I did see your message. I intended 100% to respond to it, but as usual, I got sidetracked. I did read it. It seems really, really interesting, actually. Something I definitely like to look more into. Godless Scummers in the house. Good to see you, my friend. And Charlie Welsh, you fucking accuser. David N says, good morning, lad. Thank you so much, David. Hope you're doing well. Gosh of Heckfire, my good friend, how are you doing? Stellarium, good to see you. Lord of the Pooh himself, the Illuminous one. Good morning to you too. Alrighty. Oh wow, 42 people here already. Inquisitor Bacon, how are you and your lovely lady? Backhouse98 says, it's been a while. Good morning. Thank you so much. I hope you're doing really well. Brian99XT. It's been great to see you around so much lately, my friend. It's really good to see you. I hope you're doing well. The plot hole. The plot hole. Johnny O, just the man. I was actually about to post a screenshot for you guys. Check this out. Let me just get it up here on the computer. A bit of congratulations are in order for... Let me just... come on. My phone's acting up. It's been super slow. What's going on? Why is it not connecting? Come on, man. Oh, there we go. All right. It's just a matter of patience, really, like, isn't it? A massive congratulations to Eugene. So I've had the pleasure of sharing a stream with Eugene on, I think, maybe 2 occasions now. And this is a message posted by JL Warren over in his channel. It says a huge shout out to my co-host Eugene Hawkins, who just won Best Director, and to the cast and crew whose monumental effort landed Best Film for Nail Gun at the Rack Focus Film Festival. We could not have done it without your incredible support of the Week in Horror patrons and all the supporters of our Little Horror Film podcast. We can't wait to bring you all along for what is surely the beginning of an amazing ride, I should say. Well, can I just say to all the cast and crew, and especially to you, Eugene, a massive congratulations. I know from talking to JL how much work you folks put in there, and I gotta say, I'm delighted for you. I'm delighted. I haven't seen the film yet, though. I'd love to see the film, but I'm absolutely delighted for you. You guys are awesome. You really are, and a great friend of the show, and some bunch of people that I really appreciate. Now, before we get started, just a quick couple of points to note. As you may have noticed, my background is different. My setup is a little bit different, and I may be sitting a little bit side saddle for some of this video. The reason for that is I had to dismantle half of my room, and what you're seeing behind me is just the corner of my room lit up nicely with purple. And so yeah, it's a little bit weird. My computer screen's over here, the camera's over here. Haven't had time to get it all straightened out just yet, so I'll be working on that tomorrow, getting it kind of a bit more tidy and a bit more readable and usable, I suppose. Because yeah, the room is still kind of up in a heap, as it were. So you know, it is what it is. Let me just briefly fix one thing here. Why is that doing that? That's weird. Oh, I've got the mouse on I'm in a V shape here. So there's one desk here. There's one desk here. My keyboard's here, my mouse is over here, so it's like trying to herd cats. Oops, wrong button. Like, could not have been more wrong. And if I see Irish Demon Can Tech in the side chat, I shall throw my toys out of my pram. Anyway, I know that the chat's going to look a bit weird in the side chat there, so pay no attention to that whatsoever. I endeavor to get this set up a little bit better. I gotta change it to live chat. I know people prefer live chat. Thank you so much for the first super chat of the night from Lord Luminous Pooh. Says, lick the like button. And I couldn't agree more. Please do lick it. Lick it good, I was going to say, but that's kind of gross. But anyway, so it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to be back, to have you all. So a couple of things came to my attention the other day that were posted I guess if it's a couple, it's were. I don't know. Anyway, something was posted by Nathan Thompson, and you know, for the most part, you say, well, who gives a shit about what Nathan Thompson says? And I tend to agree. Who gives a shit? But I think it's only fair to acknowledge that he is a prominent member of the Flat Earth Society. Kind of one of the more respected people from that side. And he's posted a few interesting things lately, and I have to say, I really need to have a look at these and figure out what's going on. Now, I'll be doing a proper breakdown video tomorrow. We've got a video coming out in about 45 minutes about Eric DeBay and Level Earth Observer debunking some of the footage from the Virgin Galactic spaceship flight. And so I've kind of changed the style of the video just a little bit to be a little bit more fluid, and yeah, just to kind of edit it a bit differently and edit it maybe a little bit better, I guess. And I've got a lot of people to thank for the ideas, actually. You know, Johnny O and Broman Legion and a few others. And so yeah, I have changed my style. So what you're seeing in these videos coming up for me, as you guys know, I don't like doing scripts because I find it hard to sit there and write a script. I like to just talk off the cuff, I guess, right? But what I did notice is some of my videos were lacking a little bit because I hadn't had all of my facts completely straight before making the video, and I'd get tripped up and I'd be looking things up as I'm recording, and it just wasn't sitting right with me when I was going back and looking over the videos. So there's a little bit more research involved so that I know what I'm going to say to some extent. And but yeah, certainly not a script because it's just not my style. So kind of more outline points, so the videos flow a little bit better, I guess. And I have to say, I've been really happy with the results so far. So what I would love for you fine folks to do when we're done here at the end of this stream would be to go over, watch that video, and please give me your feedback. There's a couple of things that I'm definitely aware of that weren't right, and I should have probably said it in the video before asking for the feedback. Because of the way the setup is right now, I had to kind of make a few concessions, such as the camera being a little bit too close to my face. The sound wasn't the way I usually would like it. But other than that, they're just kind of small little issues with the video. But yeah, I'd love to hear what you folks have to say about the actual format. That would be very much appreciated if you could do that for me when you get a chance. So anyway, let's have a look at what Mr. Thompson has said. Sorry if I missed some chats in the meantime, because trying to keep my eye on everything is a bit tricky. But anyway, this first one was an Instagram post. Now, he's blocked me on Instagram a few times, my sock account as well. So, sorry, my mustache, after my bath, my mustache always goes kind of fuzzy and it goes up my nose. But anyway, so Nathan Thompson's Instagram is called The Globe is Flat. Yeah, work that out. Anyway, so he posted, I feel like I've heard every conspiracy 6 million times. Anything new brewing? And then he responded to his own comment saying, might have exaggerated that number a bit. Only a select few will see the brilliance. I'm not really sure. I think he's drunk, quite frankly. That would kind of indicate why he would say something like that. But anyway, so looking at that on the surface, it doesn't seem like a big deal or anything. And I would agree, it's probably not that big of a deal. But what does that indicate? What does that actually mean? Well, a couple of things. It means, number one, that he's just looking for a new grift. So by asking his own kind of already pulled in community about what other conspiracies are going on out there, he is essentially looking for a new grift. So he's looking for people to provide him with details of the type of things that they're wrapped up in to see basically what he can get into to make money. So if it's a conspiracy about, I don't know, rats originated in outer space or from Mars or something, nobody's going to care about that. Casual anti-Semitism? What? Casual anti-Semitism. What did I miss? Hold on a minute here. I've got to be careful here now if there's something like that on there because... Oh my God. Oh, your God. It just hit me. It just hit me what he meant by that. Jen. Jen. Oh, she must not be out there. I can't believe it. Oh my God. How I didn't read between the lines there. That is unbelievable. Wow. Oh, I'm gobsmacked. Like, it takes a lot to take words away from me. How I didn't notice that is a mystery to me. Damn. I'm gobsmacked. I really am. Like, what a horrible comment. It went from, this just all went from being, you know, kind of a quippy video about him looking for a new grift to being something much darker. Now, it comes as no surprise to any of you folks out there that that is his kind of thought process. That's his frame of mind when it comes to that particular group of people. We saw it on lots of his videos, lots of his posts, but I genuinely, my brain didn't even go there. Wow, what a dick. Holy shit. I'm actually blown away by this. Like, I can't believe, how can people still think that way, man? That to me is just sickening, man. Oh, fucking hell. That brought my brain to a whole other place there. I was like, yay, time for some fun with my friends. And now y'all have to drop that on me. God damn. Anyway, so yeah, it seems like that may have been a disgusting joke from him. But I guess looking at the bigger picture as well, as I'm sure it was, just him making a disgusting joke, I would say that a lot of it too is him looking for a new grift. But hold on, I'm just gonna go check his Facebook, see if there's any more responses to this. That is disgusting, man. That is absolutely disgusting. Wow. Holy shit. I read that comment a few times, but I really did not see it go that way, man. That's unbelievable. Hold on. All right, I'm going to see. Oh, did he block me on Facebook? Oh, dude, he blocked me on Facebook. You're shitting me. Wow. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, yeah. Somebody responded to his comment with what you guys are talking about. Wow, dude. What the hell? What the hell, man? So that was the first image that I saw that you know caught my attention. And I was like, he's just clearly looking for a new grift, right? Like, I mean, hold on, what's this? Yeah, I was like, he's just clearly looking for a new grift over here, right? Like, I mean, that's the obvious thing. So anyway, I saw the second screenshot. Wow, now I gotta look at this one for hidden messages too, dude. What the hell? So the second one says, looks like I'm gonna have to close down feflyers.com. It's not bringing in enough sales the last couple of months with all the censorship I'm dealing with. What a bummer. Globers are going to pretend That's a win for them, even though the game is rigged and they're delusional, scientifically illiterate, reality denying, anti truth rejects. Oh, well, there's a H after the O, by the way. He says it was a good run. We probably moved 80,000 flyers. 80,000 flyers thought the site through the site, I assume he means, over the last couple of years. Shout out to everyone who has a heart for the people in their community and got flyers to share with them. That's rad. So rad, bro. So rad. What a man. Look here. 80,000 flyers. I mean, that's not that much. I know it sounds like a lot, but that's a lot of harassment right there. Before we go on, thank you so much for Godless Scummer for £5. Says, this is why I personally will never platform him. Start again. This is why I will personally never platform him. Not saying others shouldn't, but be aware that you're risking your channel if you do. I agree 100%. So when he came on my channel that night, he started shouting disgusting, like, homophobic and transphobic stuff, started calling me horrific, like, homophobic names and stuff like that. And it's either that or the Daniel Pratt stuff that got my channel nuked. And frankly, we don't know which. But either way, it was enough to get me nuked. So it's pretty messed up, man. It's pretty messed up. I gotta make sure that I uploaded the correct video here, because that uploaded unusually fast. Just trying to think how I can see it. I need to wait till it processes. Oh, well. Infinity XTX said, who wouldn't love to watch a debate with Natalie and the late, great Christopher Hitchens? I think Hitch would Hitch slap him so hard that he would spin so much that he would think the Earth was a globe. Here's the thing, like, I mean, this guy will find another grift. At the moment, he is working on a weed farm in California. And, you know, if that's the case, more power to him. If he's out there actually doing something that is worthwhile and is providing a service and helping people, then good for him. Good for him. I hope he continues to do that and stops trying to indoctrinate people with craziness. The reality of the matter is that if he gets, you know, ousted from that place, which I would say he probably will, because he's just an incredibly abrasive personality. He's a thief, all that kind of stuff. He's just, you know, he's a nasty piece of work. But as soon as that goes up the shitter, as it were, and he gets nuked from that weed farm, he's going to be looking for a new grip. So I think that's what he's already teeing up, basically. So it's like he's already looking for some kind of a new thing that's still connected in some way to FE. My guess is that he'll go down the road of the that we've all got going on at the moment in the world. Like, I literally cannot even say most of this stuff on YouTube right now, which is a bit silly, but I understand why it's being done. You know what I'm talking about. The thing that has plagued us for the last year and a half or so. And so, yeah, it's obvious that he's going to cling on to that. He already has done that stuff before. But now that all of this stuff is coming in with the Biden administration and Facebook and all this stuff, there's already a lot of, I can't even say these words, conspiracy thing. We'll call it CTs. There's a lot of CTs already being thrown around about that kind of stuff. And so I think that because bigger channels that they're going after over the misinformation, disinformation, all that kind of stuff, it's going to drive a lot of people to go, oh, look, they're coming down on us. They're trying to shut us down and wah, wah, wah. And that is going to drive people towards people like Nathan Thompson, people who are willing to be loud about it. And that's all he is, man. He's just a loud one. But in that environment where people are stupid and somebody's a decent orator, I'm not saying he's a great orator, but, you know, he's able to project his personality and he's able to get people to believe him. He's going to be one of those people that is going to be driving this disinformation that we have in our community now during this pandemic. And that is going to be easy money for him, because here's the thing, right? The reality of this situation is that nobody takes flat earth seriously. Nobody gives a flying fiddler's fluff about flat earth. Normal people. Like, we're not normies because we're on the internet. We're internet people, right? We are involved in this community. So we're not normies, but we're not falling for it anyway. But the average normie out there is not going to send some random guy money for flat earth stuff. It's just not going to happen. Normal people don't care. And even if they did care, they probably wouldn't believe him anyway, because the vast majority of people realize that the earth is not flat. But the difference is, with the pandemic situation, there are a lot of people who have, human malware. I like that. Yes, let's call it that. The human malware. But the thing is that there's so many people, I know a lot of them personally, like tons of them, who are so distrusting of everything that's going on at the moment. And look, at the end of the day, I understand their concerns, because flat earth only affects a tiny amount of people. People with genuinely, and I mean no disrespect here, just a few people that have mental health issues. That's just a reality. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. Whereas the whole human malware thing that's going on, and all of the stuff with the human malware I can't use the word, you see, the you know what I'm talking about, all that Fauci ouchie and all that kind of thing. Because all that stuff is going on, there's so many more people who are completely glued into it, and they're falling for it. And I see it all the time. My friend group, I have friends that talk about it all the time, and it's like, these people don't trust anybody. And now you have somebody who's already got a decent following, already got a decent amount of people who send him money from time to time, despite him losing a ton of support over the whole thing with what's his name, Witsit. Once he screwed over Witsit and took his money, then and then showed himself up on that live stream. Once he showed himself up on that live stream, that was it. I think people realized, okay, this guy's a liar. And a lot of people stepped away from him. A lot of people stopped trusting him and stopped siding with him. And that was inevitable. Because you can say anything you like about, God, I can never remember his name. He's such an unremarkable human being. I'm sorry, that sounds mean as hell, but it's the truth. I just said his name. Come on, dude. Witsit. He's such an unremarkable person. I'm sorry. But for all his flaws, for all his word salad and the way he acts, he and I know he says some nasty stuff, but he's not nearly as bad as Thompson, right? He seems like a genuine kind of guy. I know that seems weird to say, but look at it on the comparison of Thompson and Witsit, and you'll see what I mean. So I think when people saw them on that live stream that day, it showed the world, it showed the flat earth world that that he was absolutely a piece of. And so they left him. And so now he needs this new grift. He has to have a new grift to fall back on. Because the reality is, as I said, once he gets kicked out of that weed farm, it's going to happen. I'm sorry, but it is going to happen because of the type of person he is. So once he gets booted, he's going to be looking for something new, and he will find a new victim. People like that find new victims all the time. He's a compulsive user, basically. That's what he does. He couch surfs, he takes people's stuff, he takes their money, he takes their drugs, their drink. Do you know what I'm saying? So he does all that kind of stuff. And that's just his nature. That's the kind of person he is. And the easiest way for him to make money, just like Kent Hovind, is to be a grifter. I'm surprised. I gotta say, I am surprised that Nathan Thompson hasn't gone down the road of Kent Hovind trying to set up his own ministry or something like that. I think he will in the future, but I don't think he has a strong enough biblical knowledge to do it, because anytime he's been called out on his biblical knowledge, he's been proven to not know what he's talking about at all. And so, yeah, I think I am genuinely surprised that he didn't go down the route of setting up his own ministry and trying to set up his own little mini cult. But the thing is, he will find people that will support him if he does that, or if he gets into the anti-human malware stuff, which he already is into, but I mean deep into it, like balls deep into it, like what they do on Facebook and stuff like that, those groups and things. I've seen a lot of it. I saw up there, where's my darling friend, my dear friend Judy Bassett says, I have a brother who won't take the Fauci ouchie because of rumors. And, you know, I know a lot of people like that too. A lot of smart people, which may seem like a kind of it's not a misnomer, but you know what I mean? May seem like a strange comment, but yes, I do know a lot of smart, clever individuals, educated people who are not taking it because of rumors. And what scared me is when I was in the store with Mrs. Demon one day, and our local GP, our local doctor, was talking to somebody in the store, and he asked her, this was just in the local grocery store, and he asked her, how does the thing actually work? And she said it works by sticking a little bit of the human malware into you to build up antibodies. And Jen turned around to me. She was like, that's not how it works. I was like, what? She was like, that is not how that works. I was like, but she's going to be giving it to people, right? And she was like, yeah, but that's not how it works. I was like, oh. So that's how you got, yes, an oxymoron. Thank you so much, Limey Play. Or in his case, just a moron. But it's it's crazy, man. There's so many rumors out there. I get it though, right? Like I get people's issues around it, but at the same time, they need to stop listening to such nonsense. That's not to suggest that there isn't some propaganda or whatever from the media or from the government. Of course there is. There is for everything that they do. That's just the way it is. It's the way it's always going to be. But not to the level that these people think. Like these people think everything is a conspiracy. And it's just not. Like, I mean, some things are. Yes. I think it was Donald Trump Jr. Was it Donald Trump Jr. that said it? Yeah, I think it was Donald Trump Jr. said something like, what's the difference between a conspiracy theory and a fact? About 6 months. And it's like, okay, that's for like two things that happened. One of them was the, what's his name? Hunter Biden fucking thing with his laptop. And then the other one, I don't know what the other one was. I don't know. But it's like, that's two things compared to all of the shit that's been spread around the internet over the last 2 years. Or actually in the last kind of 4.5 years since Trump got into office, the amount, actually even before that, during the elections, there's so much shit on the internet from all over the place, from who knows where. And it's like, damn, like people need to just chill and actually try to read some facts for a while. But people don't, man. People don't. I've heard people in the store, you know, even out on bike rides, like motorcycle rides, like because we're all connected to Bluetooth and they all get talking about it. I'm like, guys, that's not how that works, man. That is not how that works. Then the other side of it is people who are blatantly disregarding the rules. I'm not talking about people who refuse to wear a mask or whatever. Yes, that sucks, but it's not the end of the world. Let me give you an example of something that happened here in Australia the other day. So two boyos, two twins, were in a van delivering goods from one state to another. And they have a removal company, and on their trip from one Australian state to another, they got a phone call from the Department of Health that one of the brothers was positive for the thing, the human malware. And they were ordered to immediately return to their place of residence and isolate for 14 days. I think, yeah, for 14 days and have to get regular testing. Seems like a very reasonable thing to do, right? You turn the van around, you go straight to your place of residence, and you lock your ass down. Especially when you're confirmed to have it. Not when you think you might have it, not when you have a sniffle, not when you have all of these things that, you know, maybe came into contact with. This guy was literally told, you absolutely have the thing. So please immediately go home and shut yourself down. And they do check up on that over here in Australia. They make sure that you have actually done that. And so this guy decided, you know what? Let's finish the job because the money is more important. So they continued, knowing that he had it. They continued to their destination. I don't think they actually managed to deliver the goods, but the police intercepted them and forced them to go back. And now he's being charged with breaching some stuff or whatever. So he felt that delivering the goods and making a few bucks was more important in one of the richest countries in the world, where we have a really good social welfare system and everything else. He thought that was more important than protecting himself and others. And you might think to yourself, well, that's bad. Yes, it is. But it gets even worse, my friends. He decided to go home after being forced to do so. And he ended up passing the malware onto his sister or cousin. I can't remember which. And sadly, and I mean this, sadly, she was found dead in her home today. Or maybe it was yesterday. But anyway, in the last 24 hours, she was found dead in her home due to complications with that thing. Was that worth it, dude? Was that worth it? Just to finish your fucking thing. And then there's questions about why did he come into contact with her? There's all these silly things. He said that it's because he doesn't speak English, which is fine. I mean, there may be a communication breakdown, but the reality is the police, first the health service, then the police tell you to go home and they explain why. And then for whatever reason, you have contact with this lady when you're not supposed to because you're supposed to be in lockdown, and then she dies in her home with complications from that thing. Does that not tell you an awful lot? And the scary thing about it is when I saw this on, I think it was on Facebook or whatever, I expected all the comments to be like, see, that's why you should have just gone home and done what you were supposed to do. But no, the vast majority of the comments were conspiratorial in nature, saying, oh, well, this is all being orchestrated so that they can scare us into having to get the thing. And I had to put down the phone. I was like, is this what the world has become? Is this what's happening now? It was really kind of freaky. I gotta be quite honest with you. Timo Lynch. Timo, I can't wait to go for a pint with you when I get home, man. I have to lock down for a little while. I have to go into quarantine for a little while when I get home. But once I'm out, you and me, deep beer house, and we're getting a plate of beer. You and me. I cannot wait. But Timo Lynch for €5 says they kicked Katie Hopkins out of Australia for not wearing a mask in her quarantine hotel in Australia. Fair play to them. I did not know they actually did it. That's hilarious. So she posted something yesterday on her Instagram. Something to do with her saying that she was refusing to... What was it again? Sorry, now. She was refusing to wear a mask, I think it was. I'll bring it up here on the screen for you guys. So she was refusing... I think that's what it was. She was refusing to wear a mask. I can't remember what the other thing was. I think I saw my friend Alan out there somewhere a minute ago, by the way. I thought I saw your name come up, my friend. Can't wait to go visit you too, man. We got to get you on a stream soon, Alan. Myself and Alan go back to our childhood. Let me see if I can find this video. Why is that not showing up? Oh, it's because it's in a different window. Okay. I'm going through one of those Irish Demon Can tech moments. You guys know what I'm talking about. This might just take a sec here. All right, let's see. Is that one? Nope. This will just take a sec here. All right, let's see. Katie Hopkins. I can't stand this lady, man. Like when it was really funny. She was on a show once. She was talking about how she hates names like children's names, that are children that are named after places. She was like, oh, I hate that. And then the presenter was like, "Isn't your daughter's name India?" And your other daughter, "Oh, there he is. Good to see you, my friend." She was like, "Isn't your daughter's name India and your other daughter's name Paris?" I was like, "Oh my god, that's hilarious."
A very good evening to you, or good morning if you're with me here in Sydney, Australia. Now, before you ask how have I managed to get here, you will know that I have always called lockdown the greatest hoax in human history. I have never subscribed to it. So in terms of hypocrisy, I see that with politicians who are locking people down, but I've never been an advocate for that. Here in Australia, as I arrived, Melbourne was going into lockdown at midnight. There are now 12 million Australians in lockdown, and in Melbourne, the most draconian lockdown being imposed again. People no longer allowed more than 5 kilometres from their home address, only allowed to leave to provide care or to get food or for their daily exercise within a limited radius. I think there's something I can observe already here is that they've been able to twist the COVID conversation. I know we see it a little bit in the UK, but here really make it about cases. So there are only 3 cases in Melbourne to the harsh
Trying to get to the point
for
of
the age group.
Anyway, that's besides the point. So basically, she said that she wasn't going to wear a face covering of any description. And I think she said something about getting naked too. Let's quickly read the news. Welcome to the Demon Evening News. That was a show I had a while back and I just didn't bother going anywhere with it. But so she's fined by New South Wales police and deported from Australia after visa cancelled. Okay, let's see if we can find a decent website to read this on, because all of these want to charge you money to read now, which I get it. I get it. Man's gotta live. All right, we only got 10 minutes left before the start of the video. There she is, Katie Hopkins. Let me see. Godless Scummer says for £2, sorry Australia, but we have a no returns policy, especially on. Yeah, actually, no, I'm not going to say that. That's kind of mean. Let me see here. Australia's decision to boot far right commentator Katie Hopkins from the country has raised the question of why she got through the front door in the first place. While it was Miss Hopkins bragging of plans to flout quarantine rules and not her history of racially charged statements that earned her an express ticket out of the country, she's one of dozens of foreign nationals who've entered Australia due to high-profile work. Many of them are household names and have been allowed into the country despite... Oh, damn it. Despite... where was I? Son of a bitch. Where's it gone? Anyway, why are celebrities allowed into Australia? Nobody cares. Caitlyn Jenner, Matt Damon. But why was she actually kicked out of the country, though? That's what I'm trying to... Washington Post. Let's see. I don't even know if these are like... What the fuck is this? Get away. How do I get rid of this? You gotta be shitting me. They want me to pay as well? God damn. All right, Australia news. Hopkins cops a fine as she's booted out of Australia. Controversial far-right British media personality Katie Hopkins has been fined $1,000 and booted from Australia after she boasted about flouting the rules inside hotel quarantine. Following inquiries, Hopkins was issued a $1,000 fine for not wearing a face mask, and she's since been spotted at Sydney Airport looking downcast as she prepares to fly out of the country. There she is. Fly safe. But anyway, yeah, it's quite something. Oh yeah, so she said in another one that she was frightening the shit out of hotel quarantine workers by opening her door naked with no mask on. That is a sight I would not like to see, and not because of the mask. I can tell you that. Damn. Yeah. I don't know anybody that would want to see that, man. Truth be told. Like, hold on. Let me just, I just got to check something real quick, because I still feel like this video is too short. Oh, no. that's the right one. Well, hell, that's pretty good. So yeah, my video is going to be starting in about 5 minutes. So I think I need to set up like a redirect thing to force you all over there. You'll have no choice in the matter. Where the fuck? I got so many weird videos loaded that if anybody even looked at my, oh shit. What did I press? Oh, no, it's all good. I thought I pressed the wrong thing. I didn't. But anyway, yeah, so I need to set up a redirect of some description, apparently. Do you remember that video? Does anybody remember that video? That little boy that was on the news one time. He's like, apparently I have never been on television before. And apparently... I like that kid, man. He's so cool. My favorite video, I love watching like old internet videos, right? I don't know if you guys have ever seen that video of there's like a kid. It's 4th of July and he's buying fireworks. And the news broadcaster's like, we're out here in whatever, Florida, and people are buying fireworks. And here we have a customer. And he turns around to this little boy and he hands him the microphone. And he goes, what have you got planned for the 4th of July? And then he hands him the microphone and he goes, wouldn't you like to know, weather boy? And I was like, that kid is a savage and a legend. A little shit, but a legend. But anyway, yeah, so Katie Hopkins got the old heave-ho booted out of Australia. Do I agree with it? Yes, frankly, yes, I do. Because here's the thing. We've been incredibly lucky here in Australia. In Western Australia, I should say, specifically, compared to the rest of the world. I gotta admit, I'm a little bit worried about when I get back to Ireland because, you know, I haven't been in lockdown. I don't know the rules. Am I allowed to go see people? Am I allowed to do... I don't know what I'm allowed to do or what I'm not allowed to do. So I'm a little bit worried about that kind of... like right now, like today, we went shopping today. You know, I just, no mask because there's no mandate. Nobody's wearing masks here. Nothing, no difference, no restrictions at all. And I just walk into the store, buy my shit and leave, just like normal. It never changed. And then I was like, shit, like what's the rules when I go back to Ireland? Are they really strict or... I don't know. So I guess we just got to wait and see. But I'm excited to get back. I'm a little bit apprehensive, obviously, because it's going to be a huge change in our lives. But I am very excited for what the future holds and the opportunities that I'll get going back there. There's a lot of opportunities in Australia too, but there are probably more now in Ireland for what I'm doing. Cloud says, at the moment, we're coming out of lockdown. What was that? At the moment, we're coming out of lockdown, have to wear a mask in public, etc. Yeah, that's what I figured. And so, yeah, I'm hoping that it won't be too... Oh, good on you, Tim. Good on you, Timo. Is indoor dining... They never opened that, did they? I thought they were supposed to vote on that today or something, weren't they? The doll. But anyway... I'm not too worried about that because I'll be in lockdown anyway for a week or so it doesn't really bother me. My thing is though, like, so I'm vaccinated, my parents are vaccinated, Jen's not yet because the only vaccine that you can get here at the moment is AstraZeneca, and she can't get that because her family has like blood stuff, I don't know. And so I'm not, Avi, you have a great day, my friend. So I'm not really sure what the... what the rules are basically for her, and obviously like her parents are both vaccinated, but her father's really at risk. So I'm like, what's the rules there? So I just gotta wait and see what happens. I just gotta play it by ear really when I go home. I think for the first few weeks anyway, I'm just gonna be spending a lot of time with family at home, chilling, that kind of thing. And then I plan on hitting the road on the bike, doing some documentaries, doing loads of riding, enjoying the summer while I can. And then I get my first Christmas home in 6 years. And I'm excited about that. Because imagine that, for 6 years I haven't been able to spend a Christmas with my nieces and nephews. It sucks. But anyway, lads and lasses, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure and let me know what you think of it because your feedback really goes a long way and I'd really appreciate it. If you'd like to consider becoming a subscriber, a member or a Patreon, there'll be links in the description and all that good stuff. And we'll catch you all maybe tomorrow. Maybe this time tomorrow. We'll see. Because I'm going to do a video about the whole Nathan Thompson situation. And I'll catch you all for that. Lads and lassies, you have a great day. Slàinte.